Welcome back to NYSE TV Live. I'm Kristen Schiller here above the trading floor. And time to evacuate is running out as Hurricane Milton closes in on Florida. The Category 5 storm is expected to trigger a life-threatening surge when it hits. And joining me now as we anticipate its landfall is Intercontinental Exchange meteorologist Dave Margolin. Dave, it's great to have you on the show. Of course, we are thinking of everyone down in Florida as we're on the air. What are the storm patterns indicating as to when Milton will hit?
Yeah, thank you, Kristen. So Milton is an extremely dangerous Category 5 hurricane right now. Maximum winds are at 160 miles an hour. The storm's located about 250 or so miles southwest of Tampa, and it's moving toward the northeast about 10-15 miles an hour. Already, we're starting to see some of the outer bands influence or impact the west coast of Florida. And in terms of landfall, right now the projected timing is somewhere maybe around or within a couple hours after midnight. The expected intensity at landfall is around a Category 3 or 4, but regardless of whether it's a high 3 or low 4 or anywhere around that, it is a major hurricane which is likely to have major impacts for the Tampa area and surrounding areas.
Talk to me more about those impacts, quantify what it could mean for those people who are deciding not to evacuate and instead riding out the storm in place.
Yeah, so we have to start with the storm surge. Historically, the storm surge is the most deadly and damaging aspect of a hurricane. And with Milton, it's probably going to be no different right now in the Tampa area. We're projecting storm surge in the 10 to 15 foot sort of level, and then you have waves on top of that. So the bottom line is, if you are near the coast, near the Gulf of Mexico coast there, or Tampa Bay, within a few miles, you need to get out. And really, you have a few hours now because, as we mentioned, you're going to see deteriorating conditions this afternoon. So right now, the next couple hours are critical. If you're near the coast, you've got to get out. If you're a few miles inland, the bigger concerns there are going to be the winds, which again, as we talked about, could be over 100 miles an hour in the Tampa area, and the excessive rainfall, which is going to be in the area of 8 to 12 inches, maybe locally higher amounts.
We had just seen Helene and the damage that brought. How do you expect this storm, Milton, to stack up against others?
Right. So the one fortunate thing about this storm is it's not going to move north through Florida back into the southeast United States, like North Carolina and South Carolina. So, you know, the recovery efforts that are going on there, thankfully, should not be impacted. However, for the Tampa area, this is going to be, it looks like every bit as severe in terms of the winds, in terms of the storm surge, and in terms of the potential impact to both people and the economy for that area.
Because this period is so critical, Dave, my final question to you is, with more than 1 million people in these coastal areas under evacuation orders, what do residents need to know as time is running out?
Right. So again, the last chance to really get out is literally right now. You should have done already, but you know, you have a couple hours. But you have to be careful, right? We already know that the roads are congested. Gas lines, the gas stations are running out or just closed. So you have to take that in consideration if you are planning that last minute evacuation. But otherwise, I think it's about hunkering down, right? If you don't have shutters on your home, get them on now if you have them. Make sure you have a safe place in the interior of your house. Make sure, obviously, your animals are inside. If you have any debris, anything outside, get it inside, get it into your garage so that it's not going to be a missile flying into your home. And also get your car and any sort of larger kind of items into the garage safely away from the winds.
Dave, so good to get your take, especially in this critical time. We are thinking of all those residents in Florida still there and those who have left properties behind. Dave Margolin is the meteorologist here at Intercontinental Exchange. He'll be joining us the rest of the week. Thank you.
Thank you.